Aries, welcome to my channel. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love tarot reading for the sign of Aries, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any other strong placement, welcome. Thank you for joining me here, as well as cross watchers. Hi, cross watchers. You're welcome here as well if you're interested in an Aries. I mean, who wouldn't be? But just for Aries or cross watcher, please keep in mind that roles can be reversed. Energy is fluid. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So for this reading, I am asking Spirit about the month of July in your love life. What will be happening, unfolding that you need to be prepared for, aware of? Is there any situation that you're kind of murky on, don't really know what's going on, that I could help you uncover in a lot of ways? Anything that will be provided is of course something you should take as your own intuition of what matches and what doesn't. I'm excited to do this, Aries. I hope you are too. So let's go ahead and get this started. And I like to start my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you just want to get right onto the card pull, I completely understand. Check out the timestamps in the pinned comment below. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life. If there is a certain someone, start thinking about them now, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So I'm going to go ahead and ring the sound bowl I have back here already. So let's take a deep breath. And tune into the energy of Aries. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of July in your love life. What is the energy surrounding you? What will be happening and unfolding? So, oof, we got not today. Interesting. I'm hearing not today, Satan. So with that associated, could be with the Devil card. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, or you could have strong Capricorn in your chart. And it says boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Ooh. Okay, so this could be someone that you guys stopped talking to or that ghosted. Maybe you guys feel like over it and someone may be trying to come back in, and it's like throwing the hand up, like, I gotta stop this now before it recycles. And maybe you guys have had on and off cycles with this person and it stops here. I do feel like Spirit wants you to put a full stop in this because there's some unmatching energy that's going on that does not need to continue between the two of you. Someone could be wearing black right now, or black is someone's favorite color. You know, the last time you saw this person, they could have been wearing black in some way. Or I'm also seeing like a black and white photo that could be on someone's social media page that they recently posted or have as their like Avi. But yeah, I think that this is a little bit contentious right now. You two are not in a connection currently, in separation, but I think someone wants to change that in July. So let's get some more cards here. When these readings come out, it's usually an honest reading, so that someone needs to hear about a situation that Spirit's giving you a heads up on. Tell me more about this energy for Aries. Ooh, you got 2. So the first we have is fire element with desire, number 37. I can see this being tempting though. You could be dealing with another fire sign, someone possibly with, you know, strong Aries in their chart, or Leo or Sagittarius. The sexual chemistry is pretty bomb between the two of you, and they're relying on that sexual chemistry and that sexual compatibility to get this going again. They get very turned on by you, by your pictures, by your presence, by the way you walk, and I think you get turned on by them too, Aries, but again, not enough to get this going, or at least it shouldn't. I'm seeing someone bite their lip, and that could be a nervous habit someone has, or, you know, when you used to kiss this person, they used to bite on your lip, or vice versa. Whew. And then we have Oh my goodness, ninth house, number 33 with faith. The Leo just got this card. So if you're dealing with a Leo, or if you have strong Leo in your chart, I suggest checking out the Leo reading to see if there's messages for you there. But I'm getting a very different message than what I got from Leo. And it's interesting that there's like hands in both of these pictures here. And I just saw someone like grabbing. So someone may have always used to grab your butt or grab your thigh, squeeze on it. When you guys were intimate with one another, when you were out in public. Okay. So this combination here is telling me that this is clearly a karmic. And what's really hard about karmic connections is that we feel such a strong pull that is not of a higher vibration, but it's one that it triggers something within our egos. It makes us hungry for it. It makes us feel good. So it kind of gets confused with high vibrational soulmates, right? But spirit really is intervening here to kind of give you claircognizant feelings of this situation, to remind you that despite, the powerful sexual energy you guys have here, it really isn't worth it. And spirit may be giving you this head up if they have yet to reach out to you and will very soon, or you guys are just recently talking to this person again, not really sure if you should give this a chance. I gotta be honest with you. I think spirit's trying to block this, or at least remind you of what happened in the past. They're inconsistent. They're egotistical. They get triggered very easily and then take that out on you. And again, cross watchers, if this is Aries, you're free to flip the roles around. But yeah, this is something where I think spirit is asking you to trust in this, trust what the messages are coming through about this person, or what you're already getting gut feelings on. And I'm feeling like a feeling in the pit of my stomach almost. And it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I'm having a hard time like walking away from this person, but I know I should. And you should listen to that gut feeling there. I'm also seeing some spicy chips that someone likes to snack on and eat. I don't know if they're like Takis or like jalapeno flavored chips or something like that. Someone could have a very spicy mouth. They know how to say things that turn you on, but I still feel it's not worth it. Tell me more. Tell me more. What does this person want to say to Aries? I wish I had treated you better. Ooh, so now they're getting the hint. Because you're not rolling out the red carpet for them anymore. You're not like texting them back or giving them the time of day, or they feel ignored for some of you guys, or even that just sudden shift of energy change from when you guys last spoke to now. It's like very cautious, very guarded. And they're like, crap, I messed up. Now they're not going to, want to hook up. They're not going to want to date. They're not going to want to talk. Like, I think with this, I wish I treated you better, they are seeing that the behavior they had with you previously is not going to be tolerated. And I think that's why spirit is reminding you that this person left you hanging. This person broke your heart. This person betrayed your trust. They made you feel less than. And that is not what spirit wants for you. And even if they do have regrets, they may apologize, but I think they haven't done enough growth for their ego and their triggers to suddenly change in the way that it would be of your vibration, of your favor. So spirit is giving this all as like a big warning, and to trust what you're hearing now, honestly. Someone's very psychic here, very intuitive. So I think that around this person, you pick up on things that they try to hide and try to distract you with, but you always knew there was something up. And you're getting that feeling again. And it's like one of those uneasy feelings, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So what is the main situation going on in Aries' love life? What is going to be seen? The Nine of Swords. Scorpio also got this card, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart. Worry, Gemini energy. Yeah, I think someone is just like, I thought this was over. I just got over kind of healing from this, being done from this. And here you come popping back up. And I think that this person got something out of you, Aries, that filled like their energy levels, or gave them like an ego boost, or gave them some sort of charisma and confidence. Maybe they thought you were so attractive that they could brag about it. Just feel good knowing that they were able to, you know, I'm sorry for lack of better words, like hook up with you. It gave them some sort of boost. And they have not been able to find someone on your caliber. They have not been able to find someone that had that strong ability to boost their ego the way you did. So I think that's why some of them are crawling back. And, you know, for some of you guys, I gotta say, they're gonna have every excuses in the world for why they ghosted, or why they left, or for why they couldn't do what you wanted them to do in the past. It's just a bunch of excuses, but they're weighing heavily on you, and they're meant to kind of make you distracted from the real issue. And they're made to kind of get you to just sweep things under the rug that you can't. I'm seeing literally like the Princess and the Pea, where there's like 100 mattresses, excuse me, but that one pea is down there that couldn't like just be ignored. And I feel like that's what this person is attempting to do, but it can't be ignored. It can't be denied. What happened happened, and it upset you and it hurt you. And they're trying to discredit that in some way by sweeping it under the rug. So crossing this, we have the Hermit. Virgo energy. 2 9s here. Your birthday could be April 9th, April 19th, or March 29th for some of you guys. So if this is a challenge card, I definitely feel as if it's going to be hard to stay away from this person. Again, especially if they're very charismatic, very charming. They are very sexy maybe, and they're very good looking. They know it, by the way. So it's going to be hard to kind of stay away, especially because they know how to lure you in, or they think they do, right? But if this is an emphasis card, like Spirit is really trying to get you to drown out the noise that they may be making to kind of distract you from what you already know and how you already feel. And they may be viewing this as a challenge because you are so much more withdrawn from them. You're so much less engaging with them, that they may feel like this could be a challenge, but one that they're up to. And again, it would be another win for them to get you exactly where they want you to be. But you already know deep, deep down, Aries, the lessons, the hurt, that this could reignite if you start this again. And Spirit's really asking you to trust that feeling and trust what you already know, despite what this person's trying to sell you as. What is crowning this reading? The 5 of Wands. Ooh. Interesting. Leo energy. I feel like someone's jealous. Or this person may be kind of saying that you have other people that you are hanging out with, that you're getting close with, that they may view as competition. And again, they don't like competition. They want to be the winner. They want to be the one that's on top. They could also be realizing that the last time you guys spoke was not ending on great terms. You called them out. There was arguments. There was blocking. There was, capped text messages being sent to one another. So they may be really aware that they are walking into this skating on thin ice. Although, again, they think they're the magician that could just switch all this up in an instance to make you forget about the, hurt and the arguments and the chaos that happened between the two of you. Now, others of you, I gotta say, I almost feel as if they were talking crap. Or if it wasn't that they were talking crap, they were telling people a completely different situation of what went down between the two of you than the truth. And I feel as if like they were riling people up to get like them on their side versus you. And that's what kind of made you mad too, that you were kind of done with it. Hearing that they made up like some crazy story as to why you guys stopped talking. So it's either, that they kind of riled up some people behind them, or it could be that they really do think that, especially if in your fire mode, you're catching some eyes that they don't want to be on you. And that has been stirring them up. But again, I hate to say this, but it feels like a game to them to see if they can win you and win you over. And that's why Spirit wants to put a stop to this. Because you're more than a trophy for their ego. What is rooting this situation for Aries? The moon. Wow. So Pisces energy, Cancer energy for me as a reader. You know, sometimes I feel the moon is like being when you're home alone at your house and it's dark and you hear like a creak in the floor. You're like, oh my God, did someone break in type of thing? And it's just like, you know, your house creaking around. This actually, though, is giving me the sign that there could be something Spirit is sending to you claircognizantly, heightening your instinct of, you know, walking away from something, or something could be dangerous, or that this person, again, they could have very strong moon energy. So they could have like Pisces rising, Pisces moon, or Cancer rising, Cancer moon in a lower vibration. Not hating on those placements. I'm a Cancer sun with Pisces rising, but I'm saying the lower vibration, these signs can be very emotionally manipulative. They can be very good at convincing people that what they see is not the reality of the situation. And so I feel like this person is trying to use that same duality of manipulating the situation, being like, oh, you know, I really wasn't over you. It's just the fact that, you know, a friend came over that I, you know, spent time with. And I don't know, I'm just trying to come up with some BS that they'd be coming up with, right? And, you know, things got distracted and I couldn't hit you up really for 3 months. Like, that doesn't make sense. But they really are trying to kind of steer the direction of what you really feel about this. So Spirit's sending you downloads of, you know, claircognizant feelings. Oh, really? But, you know, I wonder too if this person has popped up in your dreams recently. And maybe that's like a little premonition of what's to come of this person. Or, again, I would pay attention to your dreams if it does involve this person, because I do think Spirit is trying to tell you something about it. Get dream interpretations from, you know, people you trust, or even use your own intuition. As I can tell, you are intuitive and have psychic gifts. But there is a song that you two used to vibe to or really like and enjoy that they play or maybe sending to you as a reminder. And I just heard that song Reminder by The Weeknd. That may resonate with you in some way. But yeah, rooting this, there's a lot of deception. There's a lot of illusion. And although they're trying to make it elsewise as being something that you're just over worried about, or you're not getting or understanding right, you absolutely are. You're hitting it right on the head. And your gut feeling knows that. All right. What happened in the recent past to lead up to this point for Aries or Crosswatcher? 8 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. I do feel a lot of you guys have been, you know, focused on your bag or your money or your work, and kind of been throwing yourself into work to kind of get back into stability in your life if you felt like this person really did hurt you at the time. I do feel with this 8 of Pentacles, it could also be in all the self-improvement and work you did. Not that what happened was entirely on you, but I think a lot of you guys took enough time to reflect on what are the things that led me to being with this person that completely disrespected me, didn't know who I am, you know? And so I feel you guys did a lot of internal work on yourselves, or internal work on your confidence, rebuilding yourself back up again. I do feel even some of you guys have gotten into a hobby recently that you're starting to get really good at and talented in, and maybe been posting that on social media or have been telling about it with friends, and it got back to them. But, you know, this is the part that frustrates me reading this for you, is that like once you're doing well and once you're getting over it and once you're moving on and they sense that, that's when they want to come in and, you know, disrupt everything you've got going on. They want to ruin that good work that you've had, because if they're not a part of it and you're not worried about them and you're not still attached to them in some way, they take that as an L. Now, I wonder if some of you guys may have, you know, again, with this competition here, someone at work that has caught your eye, or that has a crush on you that you've been crushing on. And maybe, you know, there's someone that, oh, for some of you, I gotta say, this is, I don't know why I'm getting this feeling, but I wonder if like a friend of theirs has been, you know, kind of messaging you and has been flirting with you and has a crush on you. And maybe that's why they riled people up around this situation, because they don't want to see this work. And they want to put a stop to that if they know this person that's pursuing you, if you guys do have that situation going on. They are not happy about it. Oh well. You know, that's not your problem, right? But they want to make it your problem. Don't let it. And don't let them. All right. So to see the likely outcome of this situation, Aries, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be prepared for, aware of. What are they going to do, not do? What else can I tell you about this situation? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards to dive deeper into this. But I got to say, we have the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. Damn. Gemini energy, Taurus energy for me as a reader. Yeah, I think that they are really realizing that they could have messed up on someone that would have possibly have been everything that they could have wanted. That they made the wrong choice and that they have to live with the choice that they made now. And others of you, I gotta say, with this Eight of Pentacles, there may be something else you've been working on or someone else that you've been kind of wanting to pursue that may be coming fully in. And others of you, I gotta say, with this Lovers card, it's your self-love that's dictating and showing you the reality of the situation that maybe you didn't have before. But you're totally synced into your power. You're totally synced into your mind, body, and soul. And you've done a lot to heal that. And Spirit wants you to know that this energy is not of your caliber. This energy is not one that would be your soulmate. I have to confirm that here, as hard as it may be to hear. There is something out there for you that is more in alignment with your soul, body, and mind that will blow this completely out of the water. So don't settle for this just because it's returning. There's something so much more that Spirit wants to guide you and lead you to that will be matching your vibration. And I think that's coming right around the corner. But how this is all going to show up, what else you need to know, we're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. If you really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers there. So to join me, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. This is where you depart, Aries. I really hope this resonated. I hope this gave you a lot of clarity for whatever is going on in your life. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.